Yo, what up? It's the kid OMG, it's Khairy, and we have some very big news. Alright, so if you remember during the promo run for Dragon Ball Z FighterZ, Bandai and Arc System Works announced that there will be 8 characters available for DLC. However, in the announcement, none of the characters were named. In an effort to become more consistent with my YouTube and my fans, I provided the 8 characters I most wanted to see as DLC for FighterZ. If you're one of my subscribers, you would have seen the video. If you're not, you should become one. But back to the topic at hand, we may have those 8 characters for the Dragon Ball Z FighterZ DLC. Somebody on the internet, because you know, it's the internet, did some digging around and they may have possibly found the list of characters for the Dragon Ball Z game. The leaked character list contains an abbreviation for playable character and the first 3 letters of that character's name. The first character on that list reads BRL, which we can safely assume is going to be Broly. Because what would a Dragon Ball Z game be without Broly as DLC? Even though he's been DLC in just about every Dragon Ball Z game. Everyone pretty much predicted Broly would be DLC for Dragon Ball Z FighterZ. There's no shock at all to see him on this list. Broly's probably going to be a real in-your-face, smash-mouth type player. It's Broly. You know, you can probably just guess what's going to happen. The second character on this list reads BAR, which many can safely assume is going to be Bardock. Now, Bardock is another character that many people predicted would be on the game. With his cult following and his star role in Xenoverse 2, it was pretty safe to assume that Bardock would make the cut. Now, given Bardock's fighting style and Bardock the father of Goku, it's safe to say that Bardock's going to be a striker. Given the current Dragon Ball Z FighterZ roster, Bardock fits extremely well with the rest of the characters. The third character on this list reads JAN, which anyone can guess would be Janemba. Janemba is a fan favorite character from the movies, though not many people guess that he will be in this game. Given his dimension jumping fighting style from his movies, look for Janemba to have a range-based fighting style. And prepare for the spamming on ranked. Now I want to stop right here to, comment on those 3 characters themselves, Broly, Bardock, and Janemba. Anybody that knows me knows I kind of don't like DLC, mainly because I look at it as a cash grab. A lot of characters that they release for these games are generally characters that could have been on this, but they wanted to hold off on them just, to make people pay for them and get that extra bit of cash for the game. Now, Broly, Bardock, and Janemba are 3 characters that have been out since the 90s. These are 3 characters that have been in previous Dragon Ball Z fighting games. And these 3 characters, me, myself, I personally believe they should not have been DLC. They should have been on the main roster for the game. They should have been on this. However, I am happy to say that is where the cash grab stops. Because the 4th fighter that is on this list, the first 3 letters are KEF. That is right, Kefla is coming to Dragon Ball Z Fighter. If you follow me on Twitter or you watch a video where I gave the 8 characters I most wanted to see as DLC, you'll know that Kefla is someone that I wanted in this game. I think her design is amazing. Her fight against Goku is one of the best fights in Dragon Ball franchise history. And her supers are just amazing, bruh. I feel like Kefla is going to be a range-based fighter using the key attacks that was displayed in the Tournament of Power when she fought Goku. But bruh, I cannot wait to see them animate her super moves that was shown in the Tournament of Power. And another positive with Kefla being in the game, aside from pissing off internet fanboys, is the fact that we're almost guaranteed to have some type of special dialogue between her and Broly. The 5th character on this list is TOP. That is safely assumed to be Topo, Universe 11's God of Destruction's apprentice. Topo is set to debut a new God of Destruction style form in the fight against Vegeta, Frieza, Goku, and Android 17, but I am not really that happy to have him in the game. Topo seems like his playstyle would be pretty well rounded with the Justice Flash attack and those big ass hands he got. However, I just don't feel like his character alone is interesting enough for him to be a solo character in Dragon Ball Z Fighter. Now, I would much rather have Android 17 from the Tournament of Power instead of Topo. However, the 6th character on this list, the first 3 letters are JIR. That is fucking right. Jiren is coming to Dragon Ball Z FighterZ. The man that has been beating Goku and Vegeta's ass for the last 4 months is coming to his first Dragon Ball Z game. Again, if you watched the video where I gave the 8 characters I wanted to see in this game, Jiren made the list, and goddammit, I am ecstatic. I don't know how the hell they're gonna balance out this walking cheat code, but bruh, I am hyped at the thought of possibly being able to play as Jiren. The last 3 characters I named have been featured prominently in the Dragon Ball Super anime in the Tournament of Power arc, and we've grown to know them pretty well. Now, I say that because the next 2 characters kind of coming out of left field. The 7th character that's listed on this list is KID. Now, KID, you know, we can pretty much assume that it's Kid someone, right? It can either be Kid Goku, Kid Trunks, or Kid Gohan. Or they can throw us a curveball and give us a child version of a character we hadn't seen before. Me, myself, I would love to see Kid Vegeta in this game. Granted, it probably won't be him, but, you know, wishful thinking. Before I go on to the last name on the list, I want to know who y'all think this character is. Comment below or mention me on Twitter and let me know who you think this Kid character is. Or what Kid character you most want to see in the game. Now, the last character on this list reads FUU. That's safe to assume that it's going to be Fu, who's the character that's coming in Xenoverse 2 in the newest DLC. Not much is known about this character except the fact that he's rumored to be the son of Toa and Mira. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, I'm not pretty much excited for this character to be in the game. I saw his design. He doesn't look interesting to me at all. He doesn't seem like he fights well. He doesn't seem like his moveset would be interesting at all either. But that's the list. I ain't make the game, I ain't make the list. I only take what they can give me. Now, if this list is accurate, that would mean that we are getting 3 movie characters in Bardock, Broly, and Janemba, 3 Tournament of Power characters in Jiren, Toppo, and Kefla, and 2 random characters that we really are kind of playing a guessing game with. Alright, boom. So that's the supposedly leaked DLC character list. That wraps it up for me on my end, but I want to hear from y'all. Make sure you comment below or mention me on Twitter and let me know what y'all think of the list. Did any of y'all favorite characters make the list? Did someone make the list that you didn't want on this list? Be sure to subscribe and I'll see y'all next time.
One more time! Over here!